Hello, my name is Mercedes Rowland, and I will be talking to you about a digital promotion strategy about our new product. The product that has been created is called Swine Substance. It's actually a supplement to add to swine feed to encourage growth and increase appetite and increase muscle development more rapidly in the swine's body and diet. The target market that we're actually looking at today is actually going to be livestock exhibitors. We're going to deal with the millennial generation. They are more open to change. It's no secret that they are very familiar with social media. We're going to be looking at the millennials also because they're open to something different, something that they want to add into their farm, into their production process, into how they want to make a difference and a big change in the livestock world today, whether it be swine, whether it be a different species. But we're starting off with targeting this feed supplement towards the swine industry because they have a lot of different supplements that are happening right now, and we think it's a good opportunity to get in the zone and in the window of possibly creating a name for us early on into these new supplements that continue to come in. We want to be different. We want to encourage people to know what's going into their bodies, know what's going into their food, and our marketing that we are doing with this new supplement explains everything about as far as hormones, as far as antibiotics that you're putting in your pig. You know what you're going to ingest when you are feeding our supplement to your swine. We are very detailed in the ingredients and the proteins and the percentages that are going into that swine supplement. Next, I want to talk to you about what channels we're going to use. We're going to go with email, Facebook, Instagram. I know that you're wondering or thinking, oh, there's numerous different things that you can do with Facebook. There's numerous different things you can do with Instagram. Well, Swine Substance wants to go with the route of being familiar with their audience and relating to their audience. We're going to do that through posting about the winners that are using our Swine Substance in their swine feed, what they're seeing in their product, what they're seeing from the beginning of feeding the substance or the supplement to the end game when they're exhibiting their animal at a large national show or a small county show. It doesn't matter. We still want to see the success, whether it be large or small, in the industry. So those are the channels that we're going to start off with. And then as far as the channels, we are going to need resources to successfully market our substance to the specific market segment. The resources we're going to need is definitely a graphic designer for our product. We're looking at that to fit into the budget around $10,000. We know they'll be part-time. It's not going to be on salary. It's going to be a part-time. We'll pay them half up front and then half after we see their production and what they bring to the company. Of course, they will get the full amount, but we want to see if they are going to be worth hiring on in the future or long-term rather than just for this quarter. We're also going to look into our budget as far as Facebook endorsements. There are opportunities to push the posts that we have on Facebook, and Facebook calls those boosts. We definitely want to try a few of those and a few of their different options they have available, mostly because it's very affordable for a startup company and it allows a broader audience, not people that are maybe only following our page, but it also boosts people to what we could be related to on that social media window. Also, we definitely need a larger email list because we are a startup company. We have to start with what we have, the contacts we make, the networking that we do at small shows, large shows, trade shows, and then just word of mouth. But we have to get our email market a lot larger to reach people because emails are free, but you still have to pay for an increase in email list. For example, if you want to get an email list from like a breed association, the Duroc Association or the Yorkshire Association, if they would even allow you to have the email list, it will definitely come with a fee. Also, we're talking about what the next quarter is going to show for our anticipated growth. We're looking to have at least 12% in growth. We'll gauge that by, like I previously mentioned, Google Analytics, what we're reaching, and also as far as our sales. Has our sales went up? Have they went down? Have we had positive reinforcement? Have we had negative reinforcement, backlash, or positivity coming into the company through social media blast, or how people are talking about our new product that they're using? So we're really excited about this next quarter. We're hoping that we're going to see a big increase in sales, a big increase in popularity of our name. There is always definitely in today's society a little bit of an ethical dilemma that is sometimes seen with the agriculture world. We definitely want to crush that stigma that we too often get stuck with of not properly caring for our animals or properly feeding our animals, watering, exercising, caring for our animals. But I wish that more audiences that are not as familiar with the agriculture industry would try to get rid of that communication block and ask questions and understand why we're feeding our swine or cattle, horses, sheep, whatever species you're in, why we're putting in their bodies what we're putting in their bodies. So there's definitely a communication block that we need to work on as a society, not just as, agriculture world versus suburb life or city life or, people growing up different. That's what makes America great, is that there's so many different people, different kinds, different species, different everything that's coming into this big melting pot. And I think it's a really cool thing. And I don't think the agriculture world or outside the agriculture world is taking advantage of what they could be learning from each other. It's an age where we're going to have to learn how to make the most out of the farmland that we have available, because as we know it, more population is growing every day. It's growing rapidly, and we have to figure out a way to feed our livestock more efficient, take care of our livestock more efficient so we can feed the rest of the world. And I definitely think that is one of the biggest ethical issues that Swine Substance, the company, is going to have to deal with, is exercising our right of free speech and telling people and preaching to people that this is a great thing that we're putting in our pig's body. This is a great thing that will promote higher production of the amount of piglets and the amount of muscle, and it goes into building a more substantial litter, and just having this highly productive farm and not having many fatalities during breeding season. We really think Swine Substance is going to be a huge game changer in the agriculture world. And like I said, the only ethical issues I could possibly see are people not understanding why we're feeding a pig something other than corn. But in reality, it is going to help them produce milk, produce larger muscles, produce sounder hogs, produce a lot more meat for way less bang for your buck. So we're hoping that these different channels that we're going through, we're hoping that this promotional strategy that we've came up with is going to be really productive, and it's going to be a big change to the ag world. So stay tuned, and hopefully next quarter we can reach that 12% growth. Thanks!